that, so I just had another week is over. And this week I continued to eat really low carb like I did in the end of last week. And I am at a new lowest weight of 214.3. That was my final weigh-in on Saturday morning. So I did lose 3.8 pounds this week. I've lost 7.9 in 2 weeks. And I've actually lost 9.9 in 10 days where I dropped my total carbs a lot. So let me show you in the 10 days. This is my total carbs in 10 days. I had 5.2, 6.7, 9.9, 7.5, then 18 and 20.7, then back down to 4.8, 19.5, 16.5, and 2. A couple of those bigger days, the 20, I had a couple fat bombs. But the other days, I mean, that's from like even the day with 18 total carbs, that's from seafood. And the day with 16 and a half, I had 10 from some Kettle on Fire bone broth soup. So it wasn't from like the candy and snack foods and all that kind of stuff. And speaking of the fat bombs, my kids made a video on fat bombs. I'll share the link here. And somehow the comments weren't turned on. So if you want to tell my kids anything about their fat bombs, you can go back to that link and leave a comment for them. Coming up for the kids, they're going to make some chocolate chip cookies and probably some pizza. But they want to do chocolate chip cookies, and it's a basic. I'm doing keto basics. Before I started keto, I made sure I knew how to make a cookie that was going to be good. So to me, cookies are basic. Even though I don't make them that often anymore, it's still a basic. The jogging, I should say, still doing that 3 days a week. I actually did it right before that final weigh-in. I had to go 20 minutes straight. That was rough. I thought I was going to pass out at the end. After I quit running and started walking, I couldn't finish the cool down. I felt lightheaded, dizzy, all that good stuff. And then the last thing before I show you what I ate on the week, coming up I have some ideas for recipes. So I'd just be interested if anybody's interested in seeing any certain one of these sooner rather than later. So I was going to do some videos on ideas that were some sauces like Alfredo sauce, hollandaise sauce, barbecue sauce, making some macaroons or some butterscotch fudge, salted caramel fudge, peanut butter bacon cannolis, 7-layer cookies, and then here's kind of the two that I really want to do soon, unless people want to see these other ones before that, is strawberries stuffed with cheesecake dipped in white chocolate. So it'll literally be like little bite-sized berries that are filled with cheesecake. And then a maple pecan pumpkin cheesecake that I think would be good for the holidays coming up. So let me know. And here's what I ate. All right, lunch today on Sunday. I have a New York strip, 1.9 ounces of cheddar cheese, 1.5 ounces of cream cheese, and a pile of bacon, which I forget how many ounces it was. But that's what I'm about to eat for lunch. Plus, I'm going to have this Premier protein drink. So here's my meal. All right, it's time for dinner on Sunday. I have one of my burgers that has some liver in it. I got 2 of these peanut butter chocolate fat bombs. I got some of these dill pickled Brussels sprouts. And Ellie. That'll be my lunch. Sorry, actually, this is my dinner, not my lunch. Also, on my barbecue sauce, that is Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. The kind without the sugar added. What are you doing, Sadie?
Nothing. We can go for a walk. I'm scared.
You're not scared? Just got done running and they wanted to go for a walk. So now I get to go for a walk after a run.
Of course, I wanted to go a morning time. But you had to work.
That didn't work.
Chris, watch this. Chris, watch this. Chris, watch this.
I need to talk to you. I know you.
All right, it is Monday, time for some lunch. I have a flank steak. It is half a pound. I have about half a pound of seafood as well. It's a combination. I bought this thing, this frozen packet that has mussels and calamari and shrimp and scallops. Did I say mussels? I don't know. But it has all that in there. And then I've got 2 of these fat bombs Sawyer and Sadie had. Those are the berry cheesecake ones, and 2 of these cookie fat bombs. I'll try those out. I don't even have the nutrition in for those yet, so I need to add that before dinner so I know what I ate. And a drink. But I have plenty of room for fat with this meal, so those fat bombs shouldn't do anything. Fat bombs, there's my steak, there's my seafood with butter, and Zip Fizz. All right, time for dinner Monday. Jennifer had some taco meat left over. After it cooked, it was about 5 ounces. I got a couple tablespoons of sour cream with it, tablespoon of butter, 2 eggs that are boiled with some seasoned salt, and I got a second Zip Fizz today. So there's the meal. And the reason I have the second Zip Fizz today, I've had a couple days without Zip Fizzes this week. What?
Daddy,
What?
the way you have butter.
I'm gonna eat it.
I want to have it. I want some.
You wanna taste the butter?
Uh-huh.
You like butter?
Mm-hmm.
It's good, huh?
Daddy!
But the reason I have 2 Zip Fizz, I didn't have one yesterday, and another day I didn't have one. I've been trying not to have them every day, but I had some cramping going on last night, and I got a little bit of a headache today, so I'm gonna raise up my potassium level a bit. Is that delicious?
Yeah, fox, what did the fox say? Nee, 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 nee. What did the fox say? Nee, 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 nee.
All right, it's Tuesday, time for lunch. I have some chuck roast that I made in Instapot with some gravy on it. I have 2 eggs with Redmond seasoned salt. And I have 3 of these little delicious cheeses. There's the roast beef. I also have a Zip Fizz, eggs and cheese. I don't know if I mentioned it in my video from lunch today, but before lunch, like within the hour before lunch, I had an ounce of pork rinds, those pork rinds that I did a review on and glucose test on, all that good stuff. So I ate that as well right before the meal I just showed you. All right, so I had to do some traveling after work today to pick up a bench and stuff. So for dinner today, it's not something I just cooked at my house apparently. I don't want to eat too late, so I mean it is late, it's later than I usually eat. But I went into Kroger because I had to get a couple things to take home. So I grabbed me some cheese wraps. I'm gonna have 2 of those. I have a pack of pickles. Gonna have 4 hard-boiled eggs. I think I have 4. Yes, I'm having 4 hard-boiled eggs. And then I'm going to eat 8 slices of this uncured pork and beef pepperoni. I'm going to put this in the wraps and wrap it up and eat it, and then eat the pickles and eggs separately, I believe. And that will be my dinner. Yep, so here's what my pepperoni wraps look like. I got 2 of these to go with my eggs and pickles. All right, it's lunch on Wednesday. I have 6 slices of thick bacon. I have this little pepper from a pizza box. I have the rest of my roast beef, which I did measure. I don't remember exactly how much it was, like 5.1 ounces maybe. And then the remainder of my seafood, so the other half of the seafood with 2 tablespoons of pesto on that. And I did heat up the roast beef and seafood in the bacon grease after I made the bacon. And Zip Fizz. So here's my meal. All right, it's time for dinner Wednesday. We left the house right after work. So I've got a chocolate malt keto brick. That's gonna be my dinner, and then I'm gonna run.
Mm-hmm. At Mimo's house.
Well, I just finished eating. Now I'm going for my walk/jog. I'm in the warm-up phase right now. And I have tennis shoes finally. No more barefoot and Crocs on my runs, I guess.
We started building houses back in the 80s. Now he does basements and footers and top floors.
So if we just buy a big side of land to build a house, that's what we need to call.
You can do it. I would recommend it.
So I'm back home, and after running and everything and eating my brick and all that kind of stuff, I realized in my nutrition, my protein was lower than I wanted. It was like 137. I've been trying to get it close to 150. So I'm gonna eat a pack of tuna, nothing else, just this tuna, which will give me 17 protein and only half a gram of fat. It's time for lunch on Thursday. I have my Zip Fizz. I have about 3 ounces of sliced tomato straight from the garden yesterday. And I have a huge ribeye. I don't know if I'm eating more than this or not for my lunch, because I don't know how much ribeye this is exactly. There's a huge bone in it. It's a bone-in ribeye. It was 19 ounces. I'm gonna weigh the bone afterwards and see if I want something to go with it. See if I'm still hungry. So there's the ribeye, tomato, and my drink. All right, so that was a lot of bone on that ribeye. It only be about 11 ounces of ribeye, plus a couple of really big chunks of fat. And I didn't feel like crisping it up more. I like my fat crisp up. But I got these cheese wraps again with pepperoni. So 2 cheese wraps, 8 slices of this pepperoni. And this just came in the mail. I'm gonna eat this and do a review of this as well. Right, Thursday for dinner, I've got this Tom Yum chicken bone broth. I'm gonna have that. I added some salt to it. I'm eating the whole container, along with 6 boiled eggs with Redmond seasoned salt. There's the soup. There's my eggs. It's time for lunch on Friday. No Zip Fizz today. I'm going no carbs except from cheese and eggs today. But I have a pretty good sized ribeye. I have 6 eggs with 2 tablespoons of butter. I have 2-point-something ounces of butter case cheese. I was told I was saying that wrong. I don't remember how they said to say it though. But that's my meal, along with this to drink. A ribeye, cheese, eggs with butter. Right, dinner on Friday. I got Wendy's, 3 burgers with cheese. Went out of town eating a little bit later than normal, but that's dinner. The last time I went out to exercise, I had to jog 8 minutes 2 different times. That was rough. Today, I have to jog for 20 minutes straight. Wish me luck. I don't know if I can do that yet, but we will find out. Hang on, let me zoom in so I don't show your whole belly. All right.
Now we're going to taste what is hardest. Talkies. Burrito Talkies. I'm gonna have water because in case they're hot or not, but we'll try them. You gotta wait till my water comes, so yeah. It'll be a little bit. Just watch me just do this. And mommy's gonna be in this too, so yeah.
I didn't say that.
Drink first. Okay, which one should I take? Mom.
Your one.
I guess this one. Smell. Smell that. This is what they look like. And there's different kinds.
This is the camera right here.
And this is the different kind. This is what they look like.
You ready?
My water. No hot.
You didn't even take a bite. You just licked it.
I'm scared.
You can do it. There you go. How hot is it?
Not that hot.
Not that hot? Why are you eating more? Why are you drinking so much water?
Stop! No, that's not. This is what they have in them. The peppers. Ooh. More like the same thing. Smell?
Yep.
This is what they look like. The same thing as talking.
There you go. How hot is it?
Very hot.
Which one's hotter? That's hotter? Which one tastes better? Are you going to eat any more of either of them?